Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J.
I'm very excited about this one. Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Can you please introduce yourself for us?
I just lost all the sound in my earbuds.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No problem. So let me quickly introduce you to what we're dealing with here. It's a Robotic Chef. What it does, it does all the cooking for you. So to speed up the presentation, I will start it. And while the machine works, we can talk a little bit about what it does and how it does it and all the pros and cons. So we have a complete set of ingredients in this box right here. And we have all the spices that we need right here in the second row. We are making chicken. So all I need to do is I'm scanning the barcode. The machine knows what it needs to do. Now I hit start.
Надо было закрыть. Да все не то, Миша.
Give me 1 second, we just need to close it up.
Начинай сначала.
I think I screwed up a little bit. I should have closed it before, but we will do it once again. Okay, so now we hit start. And that's all there is basically to it. In 7 minutes, we will have a fully cooked meal.
Wow.
So what makes this really different from all the other machines on the market today? Obviously it's small. You can see it fits on the standard size countertop pretty much. We have it sitting in our hallway in our home. But even more important is the fact that along with the machine, you get the meal kits that are already prepared, pre-portioned, and prepacked. And I will try to show the viewers just what it looks like. This is the actual box it comes in. And the second box contains all the spices. And these are the ingredients inside the box. So you can see that each ingredient is stored in its own separate container. And they don't come into contact with each other up until the very moment they get cooked.
So are each of these cooked separately? You put them into the machine separately?
The machine does all the loading. The machine loads the ingredients. It monitors the temperature. It cooks. It basically does everything you would normally do in the kitchen.
So it will take in all 3 of these ingredients at the same time?
No, it goes in one at a time.
Okay.
So the one that takes the longest to cook goes in first. Obviously, then goes the one that takes less time to cook. And whichever ingredient is the quickest goes in the last.
Okay. I just wanted to take a quick second to go back a little bit. So how does this whole process work? I know that you order the equipment separately, and then you can sign up for the meals to come to your home. How does that work?
Precisely as you explained. The model that we came up with when we developed the machine was it's not enough just to make the appliance. I mean, there are tons of kitchen appliances, but that's not where the problem is. The problem is it's extremely time consuming to prepare ingredients, go shopping, and it takes a lot of time just to follow recipes and instructions. In this case, since the process is fully automated, you just pick out the recipes that you like, they deliver to your door, and you can store the food cartridge in a regular refrigerator for about 10 days.
Okay. That's really cool. And what would cleanup look like? So I know that you say this will take away a lot of the stress of cooking and everything. What would cleanup look like?
Once we are done, I will show you. Actually, there is virtually no cleanup per se. You will just need to throw out packaging and wash one cooking pot.
That's awesome.
And we actually have a cooking pot right here, just sitting outside for the viewers to see. And as you can see, it's a fairly standard cooking pot. We just picked the size that works for our machine.
Okay, and I was on your website. I noticed that you said these are prepared foods, but it's specified that these aren't pre-cooked or frozen. How are the meals stored and sent to you?
As you see, each ingredient is sealed inside the box. So even if I was to flip it over, nothing comes out. As it's being sealed inside, we use what is called MAP, modified atmosphere packaging. It allows us to extend shelf life of most ingredients without any preservatives.
Perfect. So is this currently available, or when will this be available?
Unfortunately, it's not yet available. We are actually decided to join the CES this year in the hope to find an investor who will help us launch this product into mass production.
Oh, perfect. That's really cool. So where could people go to find out more information about this product and kind of follow you on your journey?
The best place is obviously the website. It's iWONDERCOOK.com. And all of our progress will be posted on the website.
Awesome. So what does the time look like on the rest of this meal that you're preparing for us?
Well, I think it's about another 2 minutes.
Okay, and it shows you the progress right on the screen?
It shows, unfortunately, the camera is kind of far away, but it does show you the progress right here. And we do have a custom app developed for it. So you can actually load the food cartridge in the morning when you go to work.
Oh, wow.
And the machine has a small refrigerator built into it. So the food stays nice and cool. You set the time when you want the dinner to be ready. And you will have the dinner waiting for you when you come into your door.
That's incredible. I love that feature.
It is.
So what was the whole idea behind this product? What got you to, or inspired you to create this?
I did some work in the area of products for people with disabilities. And I was going to various shows and I was working with various manufacturers. And one thing that kind of piqued my interest is that even though there is gazillion of assistants on the market today, ranging from devices that help you get off the chair to the devices that help you get into your private yard, there is really nothing out there that takes care of a such basic necessity as cooking. And,
yeah, I agree.
And as we explore the little further, we actually realize that it's not only people with disabilities that need it, but even regular consumers, such as you, me, and tons of other people, would much rather spend their time on something else than on cooking. I came over an odd statistics which kind of surprised me and shocked me at the same time. It says that today, even with all the gadgets and devices, an average person spends 3 years in his lifetime on cooking.
Oh, wow. I believe it.
So imagine if you could reclaim the 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We are, people running short, they wish they have another 10 minutes. And here we're talking about years. And on top of that, there is another very important factor that comes into play. According to the World Bank statistics, anywhere from 25 to 30% of raw ingredients, basically whatever was cultivated in the field, ends up in the garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly due to overbuying, spoilage in transit, and the fact that grocery stores can't really sell products that don't look presentable. Here, we can cut down the waste by about 50%. This happens for two primary reasons. A, using proportioning allows us to prevent people from overbuying. You don't necessarily always need to buy 5 pounds of meat because you're never sure if you will use it or not. In this case, you buy just as much as you need, so the product doesn't end up in the garbage. The other important factor is that being that the food cartridges are prepared in a factory, we don't have to go through the grocery stores and lose the product just because it's not presentable.
That's really cool. I love this idea. I know that for me, I know that when I'm having a really busy day and I'm not really in the mood to cook, it's just easier to spend money to get something delivered to me. So I think this is a really good idea, and I'm really excited to see this at CES this year.
And another interesting feature, and that would be, and we are ready to see the final product.
Oh yes, I'm excited.
Yeah. The actual cost ends up being about the same as what you would pay for a regular meal kit.
Oh wow.
We don't need to charge our customers more simply because we save a lot of money on. So give me 1 second. I will just make sure I grab this right and try to show it so hopefully everyone can see it.
Oh, wow. And this is a chicken dish?
It's a chicken with pasta with vegetables. I will put it on a plate so you can see it a little better. Give me 1 second.
Perfect. It looks delicious.
It does.
And it's incredible that this was able to be prepared in the span of, like 10 minutes. I mean, just over the span of an interview.
Actually less.
Okay.
The actual cooking time. So unfortunately, we cannot feed this through the camera, but whoever is interested in tasting, we invite all inquiries and we would be glad to show the actual machine. Right now, unfortunately, we are somewhat limited to New York area as traveling cross country is somewhat complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone is within New York Metro or even tri-state area would like to see it, would like to taste it, or wants to join us in this project, we would be glad to hear from anyone.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Michael. So one more time, if someone wanted to reach out to you or so your contact information or where they can go to find out more, where can they go?
So our website address is www.iWONDERCOOK.com, and my email address is info@iWONDERCOOK.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us about iWONDERCOOK.
Thank you so much for your time.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your CES 2021.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed that interview, and if you did, make sure you check out some of the more than 100 interviews we conducted during the virtual CES 2021 coverage. And of course, subscribe here on YouTube, hit the notification bell to learn when we post new content and when we go live.